Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. To make the egg or omelette malai curry, what we will need are 3 big onions, around 10-12 pods of garlic, a small inch of ginger, 1 tomato, around 4 eggs and just a teaspoon of ketchup or tomato sauce and some dry ingredients. Like here I have 1 small teaspoon of cumin powder, 1.5 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder and 1.5 teaspoons of meat masala. Apart from that, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of almond powder, but this is very optional. I just wanted to make it a little more nutritional. And the other thing here is 1 big tablespoon of mogos or melon seeds. I've soaked it in water for quite some time. And just to make it a little more creamier, I'm going to use around 1.5 tablespoons of fresh cream. Here I have soaked around 10-12 cashew nuts in water so that it becomes easier to grind it. I'll need of course some haldi, some salt, and I'll be doing the entire cooking in any vegetable oil. So let's start making omelette malai curry. I'm going to give a nice grind to these onions, a separate mixture of the tomato and crush the garlic and the ginger together. I'm going to mix these 3 ingredients there, the cashews, the melon seeds and the almond powder, and give it a nice and fine mix in the mixie. What I'm going to do is that take these eggs and then make simple omelette out of these eggs using just some salt and some haldi powder or turmeric powder. So I've broken those eggs there, and just for the beautiful color I'm putting in some turmeric and just a little bit of salt as is necessary, and I'm going to give it a nice whisk and make an omelette, huge big omelette out of these 4 eggs there. Now I've heated up a pan, non-stick pan. I'm just going to grease it with some oil there. And then make our omelettes. Once the pan is heated up, I'm going to just throw in the mixture of the eggs there and just let it go untouched for a minute or so till it stiffens up and you have a nice and firm and a big omelette. The sides begin to just come up, we need to fold it. Just folding together. Alright, that's done now and your omelette is ready. Now we go on with the next part of the recipe. I'm heating a pan and just throwing in around 2 big tablespoons of vegetable oil. Just let it get a little heated up. Once it gets heated up, I'm just throwing in a few grains of sugar. I'm just waiting for the sugar to come up to the top so that we have this beautiful color in the particular dish that I'm cooking, that is omelette malai curry. Okay, the red that's up there is an indication I need to put the onion paste in. And then give it a nice mix and a stir and a fry till it really cooks up. Now, in order to hasten the process, I'm going to just add in some salt there. Just some salt goes in. And I'll just let it cook for some time before I put in the other ingredients. This time, I'm just going to put in the ginger garlic paste that I showed you. I just crushed them and I'm going to just let them mix properly and just cook for some time. So when it's beginning to dry up, I'm going to put in the tomato that I just gave in the mixie and then give it a mix there and let it cook on high flame. And the next thing I need to do is that put some water here and mix the dry ingredients. I'm just going to put in the dry ingredients that I had mixed with some water, and I'll also put in some turmeric, because without the beautiful color of the turmeric, no dish is complete. At least in India, we love the color in our dishes. So give it a nice mix, and now we need to cook on for quite some time till all the water evaporates and you have the oil coming out from the masala. So stir on on high flame. Now when this begins to dry up, I'm going to put in just some hot boiling water so that all the masalas come together. So the boiling water goes in just a little, and I just give it a nice mix now. So all the masalas are coming together. That's what I want. Again, let it cook for some more time. So around this time, I'll put in the mixture of melon seeds and then the almond powder and cashew nut. This goes in. It needs to be Malai curry, so I am making it a little bit creamy there. So give it a nice mix. Put some water into the bowl there and add in some more water. If you want to make it a little more, watery and gravy sort of, you may use a little more of water. So look at the beautiful color that's coming up. I'm going to give it a nice mix there. This particular dish goes very, very well with some paranthas. So we're going to give it a nice mix there. Now we need some more of the water. You may add in some milk in place of water, which will make it a little more rich there. So when it starts to get those beautiful bubbles there, I'll drop in 1 teaspoon of tomato ketchup. Now is the time when you need to check in for the salt. Because we had added just a little bit of salt, put in the necessary amount of salt. So the necessary amount of salt goes in. Check in and give in according to your taste. Give it a nice mix there. And now put it on slow flame and covered. Let it cook for some time. So I covered for a minute or so. Give it a nice stir and then add in the pieces of omelette. I just made some long pieces of the omelette that I had made, and these go in very, very gently into the curry. And we're going to have that beautiful creamy egg malai curry. Giving it a nice mix there. Now the cream goes in. This is a rich sort of a dish, for people, special people visiting your house. They'll like it with that beautiful pieces of omelette going in. Just give it another close for a minute or so on slow flame. You may add in some crushed chili if you really want some spice, and take some kasuri methi in your hand and give it a nice grind. Just some kasuri methi on the top will work magic. Just give it a nice mix, and this is done. Your omelette malai curry is ready. So that's ready, my omelette malai curry. And look, I made a vegetarian version of the same and used some potatoes in place of the omelettes. I hope you enjoyed this simple recipe, and I hope you'll give it a like and a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel. Do try it out and let me know in the comment section how it came out to be. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll continue to support me. Thank you.